Hello everyone, this is Hydrofall here, and today I am back making another video. And this video is actually just going to be me talking about the pros and cons of a 144Hz monitor, and if you should get a 144Hz monitor basically, and just if it's worth it in general. So I got a 144Hz monitor, I think around a month ago maybe, and I've been using it ever since. I've been playing Rainbow Six Siege with it, and Rocket League, which obviously you wouldn't buy it just for Rocket League, but I've been playing some Rocket League with it, and other games, but mostly Siege. And I'm actually really happy with the results, and I'm going to talk about that with a few separate points, and there's some cons to it, but mostly it's just really good. So the first thing I want to talk about is basically just the smoothness of the monitor overall. Even in the main menu, like as soon as you start it up and you set it to 144Hz, and I set it in the NVIDIA control panel, as soon as you set it to it, just moving your mouse around, you can see it. It's so obvious, and you could tell, as like a little kid, I would always move my mouse around. If I had like a computer, I would move my mouse around on the screen, and I would wonder why I could see like each frame, but I didn't know what it was at the time. I thought it just had really weird eyes, I don't know. But now I know that's actually, just with 60 Hertz, if you move your mouse around fast enough, you can actually see each individual frame, and it looks like they're just a bunch of different mice moving, and it's really weird. But if you actually think about it, like, it's hard to tell when you just have a 60 Hertz monitor and you've never used anything else. It's hard to imagine what it would look like, but just moving your mouse around, it just over double the frames. It fills in the gaps. It's so smooth. It's lifelike. It's ridiculous. I've heard a lot of other people talking about 144Hz monitors, saying that it's like the greatest purchase they've ever made or something, and that they would never go back, which I will never go back either. It's really hard to go back to 60 Hertz after you've used a 144Hz monitor, but I don't think it's as drastic as people have talked about it to be. You're not going to go from bronze to diamond in one day just buying a 144Hz monitor. It really doesn't affect your game that much. It's just smooth and nice to have, in my opinion. Even when you're playing really competitive games like Rainbow Six Siege, it's not necessary. It's really nice to have, but it's definitely not necessary to have. Another reason you might want to buy a 144Hz monitor is just tactically, like you can see people turning the corner sooner if you just really think about it. With a 60Hz monitor, there's 1/60th of a second where if someone turns the corner, you won't be able to see them because it's just every 60th of a second. So if you're on the wrong frame when they turn the corner, then you'll have less time to react if they had like a 144Hz monitor. But I don't think it makes that much of a difference unless you're like really insane at the game, because 1/60th of a second isn't really going to affect whether you get a kill or not for most people. Even pros, I don't think it'll affect them that much whether you get a kill or not. Obviously pros, they use 240Hz monitors, which probably is necessary, but that's more for the smoothness of it, and not really because if you turn a corner or something, you can see them sooner. One place that I've noticed the monitor actually really making a difference is on flicks. If I want to do any flick shots, then it's just so much smoother and it's just so much more consistent. I don't know why it is so much more consistent. Maybe the tracking is worse when you only have a 60 Hertz monitor. I didn't think that the tracking would affect it that much, but it just feels a lot smoother, and you're able to see their head faster. If you're moving that fast, then you just see their head sooner, and it all just goes so perfectly. One issue with 144Hz monitors though is that you do have to run them at 144Hz obviously to get the maximum potential out of them. So if you don't have the best PC, then you're not going to be able to get 144Hz. I've made a few FPS guides on my channel, which I'll link down below, but even with those, then I'm not sure they're going to be able to squeeze out 144 FPS if you don't have the best PC. So you really need a decent PC to get the maximum performance out of it. Even if you don't have the best PC though, if you're running at like 100Hz, you can still see a big difference. I don't think it's worth it to get a 144Hz monitor. There are like 100Hz monitors too. That'll probably help you better if you have a worse PC. Sorry this video has been a little bit shorter than other ones, but I just really wanted to talk about 144Hz monitors since I got one sort of recently. And I really don't think it's as great as some people talk about it as. Some people have really overhyped it, I think. It's pretty nice to have, and it's so smooth, and it's like lifelike, but it won't help you as much as people say it will. It's not a necessity, I don't think, in my opinion. If you are looking to buy a new monitor, then I definitely think that you should go for a 144Hz monitor if you're competitive over like a higher resolution monitor, but I don't think it's a necessity, and it's not the first thing that you should buy if you have like a bad PC or anything like that. If you do want to buy a monitor though, I have a link in the description to the one that I bought. It's just 144Hz 1080p, 1 millisecond response time. It's pretty basic, and I think it's what most people are going to be using if they're going to get a 144Hz monitor. So anyway, thank you for watching. Please like, comment, subscribe, favorite, and share the video if you enjoyed, and I'll see you on the next video. Bye.